Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt. Today is the third day of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite ADHD Whiskey Advent Calendar. I'm gonna open that box behind me, grab the blind sample labeled number 3, I'm gonna pour it into a glass, and then I'm gonna amaze your ass with how accurate I am in describing its qualities. 3. America. Taking a little page out of that golfer's book, that Bryson Rochambeau or whatever his name is, who did the hole-in-one over the roof of his glass house, I'm gonna guess this bottle of whiskey just by smelling it. And since today is the 3rd day of December, I get 3 smells. 1. What the hell is that? 2. I am completely befuddled. 3. Shit. Starlight bourbon. On those 3 smells, what I picked up on the most was confusion. Seemingly some sort of weird mash bill or craft distillery. This is the 2nd day in a row where I have no idea whether this is a bourbon or a rye or some other sort of whiskey concoction that no one's ever heard of before. How confident am I in my Starlight guess? Great question, super happy I asked. Let's just say I'm more confident that I could squeeze my ass down a chimney, like a normal sized chimney. Let's go back in for more nosing. This green glass is masking the color of this whiskey so well that I can't use the visual insights that I would typically get to form some sort of conclusion based off of the color of the whiskey. Instead, it's all nose and all taste. But I'm wondering if this is a dark colored whiskey. I say that because it smells like it. But is it finished or is it old? That's the question. It's becoming a bit more familiar the more and more I smell it. There is a warm breadiness to it, like a fresh baked bread. A little bit of grass-fed butter. The more I'm getting into this, the more I'm starting to enjoy it. There's toffee in here, kind of like a Heath bar. Definite milk chocolate and toffee. Now that I've put my nose to the test a bit, I'm guessing that this probably isn't craft. There's a funk to it. There is a dusty funk to it. I just picked up on that dusty note that you get on antique bourbons. You know, stuff from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's like a butterscotch-soaked library book. Trying to wrap my head around this before I taste it, you gotta think. They made so many of these calendars that there's no possible way that they were able to get their hands on that many identical bottles of the same dusty bottle. So whatever this is, I'm assuming isn't a dusty, but has some very dusty qualities that make me enjoy the smell of it even more. All right, we spent enough time talking about its scent. Now let's put it down the chimney before all our time is spent. Day number 3. Wow. That is super high proof. Whoa, that would melt the frost off Santa's sack. Whoa, I was not expecting that. That's my first sip of whiskey for the day, by the way. That is the Brock Lesnar of bourbons. Although it did take me completely off guard, the flavors in that are ridiculously good. First sip, I'll put this at like 130 proof. Going back to the nose and I'm picking up on that dusty note again. What on earth is this? It literally smells like a dusty bourbon. Now after tasting it, I'm even more convinced that it's not a whiskey from the 90s or 80s because it's friggin' gangster proof. Now I'm picking up on the, earlier I said I wasn't sure if this was old or finished. Also taking into consideration that I'm picking up on that dusty note, not always is a dusty note a dusty note. The dusty note I've also gotten on like an Armagnac or Cognac finished whiskey. So whatever is in this glass is extremely high proof. is either brandy, Armagnac, or cognac finished. Now what all makes sense? Could this be a Joseph Magnus cigar blend? It's like chocolates and dark fruits. It tastes like Valentine's Day. Like if you were trying to impress your lover and you bought all the things. Roses and chocolate-covered strawberries, sensual massage oil, some dude who's not you to rub it on her. All the great things. That's what this tastes like. This tastes like Valentine's Day in a glass. This reminds me a bit of Midwinter Night's Dram. It also reminds me of my 4-gate pick quite a bit, which was the Four Roses bourbon finished in California red wine casks. I may be picking up on a hint of sulfur now that I've decided that this is a finished product. Could it possibly be not a brandy, but a wine? That's possible. Whatever is in this glass on day number 3 definitely tickles my fancy. And if you know anything about my fancy, never mind. I am definitely wrong on my guess of Starlight based off my 3 smells. So tomorrow I will surely be taking 4 smells on day number 4 to try to guess the whiskey based off of the nose alone. But today the score is the highlight of this story because I really enjoyed this 3rd Advent's Pourri. 3rd day of Advent, this sample receives a score of 8.4. 8.4. It is great. It is a great product. And what is it? Let's find out. Today, on day number 3, we were drinking what is this? Oh boy. Toppling Goliath Whiskey Co. First edition, commitment to quality. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels for 60 months. 125 proof, 12 years old. Holy shit. Has anyone heard of this? Has anybody heard of this? Toppling Goliath bourbon? Jeez Louise. I've never even heard of that. And I do this for a living. Jeez. It says limited edition on it, so you know it's good. If you have heard of this before, or if you've tried it, or buyed it at some point, tell me more about this in the comment section below. That hits on all levels. The age, the proof, the finish, just the complexity, the quality, the viscosity. That is a great, great product. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the thumbs up or else I will find you and run you over with my reindeer and my sleigh. And then I'll put the reindeer in reverse and do it again. And again. And again. And again, and again. So just hit the thumbs up. My name is Matt, this is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds but your mind on getting some sleep at night because gee willikers, I am whooped. Look at my eyes. They're bad. They are bloodshot and they hurt. Last night didn't get much sleep. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe editing videos and uploading them and then waiting to fight the copyright thing that came at me, and then didn't get to bed till super late. Then had to get up super early. I'm gonna go to bed so early, I hope. And I hope you get the sleep you need because you deserve it. And if you don't, you're gonna be an asshole. Trust me, I know. And nobody likes an overtired asshole. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 4, fully refreshed without any regrets. Have an awesome day. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to bed.